but making jewelry became part of her healing therapy.
I like.
So and that's a lot how we got started. My mother, grab one of her memoirs. Would you grab one of those? Oh, yeah. My mother has fibromyalgia, myofascial trigger point disorder. Okay, now known as fibromyalgia, which at the time was not a thing. And making jewelry, she's also a singer and all that kind of stuff, but making jewelry became part of her healing therapy. Wow. Right. And then I came home from a gig one day and was like, oh, that's cute, let me see, and then she was like, well, and then we started to just do it as a hobby. And then one day when she was really sick, she was still working in the government at the time. At the time, everybody thought she was crazy. It's not a thing. You're just out of your mind. So reaching for anything to be healing. So it started with citrine and lapis and lavender and quartz, clearing quartz and selenite. We call that foolishness repellent, if you know what I mean. But then it just escalated and I kind of ran with it. And then I remember being in the hospital going, okay, Lord, I had just come back from a chic gig and I was hanging out with some friends and she called me and said, I need to go to the hospital. And that was a day changing. And in the hospital room, I said, okay, I know you put me here to sing. I get that. I get to entertain. I get to sing. I model. I produce. I've do all those things, but I need that thing, not to fall back on, but to accompany and to grow and to stand on its own and all those things.